Please, no gifts, please. The parenting podcast by the pair with no real gifts, but a whole lot of gumption. Hey, everyone, I'm Steve Noviello.
And I'm Jenny Anchondo.
Hello, good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
You look very spring today, which is funny because...
it's fall.
But it's not, though.
It's such a Texas problem.
Is it? It's
hot.
This won't air for a while, but today it's August.
This is just, I know, but this is just when I get over it.
I mean, to put it in perspective for people, we are one day past the PSL release. White women everywhere. Between the Taylor Swift engagement and the PSL release, I mean, it was like basic B day yesterday.
I actually had my first PSL of my life this week since this release. My producer went and got one for me because everybody was like talking about it at the station. I was like, oh, I've never had one. And I have to say, it was iced and it was delicious and I have no problems with it.
I had a sip of one today. My girlfriend at work had some sort of chai something or another, and it had a pumpkin cold foam on top, and it was like falling a cup.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why people hate on it.
But I hate on it because I would love it in September.
Oh,
I feel like
this is like so semantic-y.
But we're in such a rush, right? When I go to the store, when I'm at home, and it's 5th of July, and they're putting out the Halloween stuff, right? Or when it's, September 3rd, and they're putting out Christmas.
I know, people get so mad about that now.
But because I think that we are wishing away our lives. Like, let's
I'm just trying to be
like
on top of things, though. It reminds me that this is coming up, and I need to get on it.
No,
it's not the bone I'm going to pick, but I support you picking it. And I support your anger against the PSLs and fall things in stores right now, muddying the shelves.
I do love that I'm suddenly complaining about these businesses when you may have noticed, listener, we have a significant number of advertisers that have now joined us. We have a new partnership. And hey, I got a lot of texts from the momfia at school. And they were like, wow, look at you guys. I mean, you've got all sorts of cool sponsors on your show now, which I think is awesome.
I mean, we are kind of a big deal.
We're trying to be a bigger deal.
That's exactly right. So we were talking about, oh my gosh, over the summer, we thought of so many different topics. And we kept saying, it's too bad we take a break over the summer because we come up with all these different topics and things like that we want to talk about. And I was like, I wonder how. I don't think we've ever gone out to eat with you guys.
Never. I've eaten at your house.
Which is so...
And I think
we've been there for pasta night.
Oh, that's right.
We've not just eaten at your house. We've been there
parm night,
for the most, I think, is that the most important family meal of the week?
Yeah, it's the most consistent for sure.
It's consistent. It's family.
And because we had guests, it's also like if we have guests, like it's always macaroni and meatballs, but like if there's guests, I'll do a tray of chicken parm as well.
Oh, it was delicious. I mean, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still salivating. So
do you want to come back? Is that what this is about?
That is kind of, because if you invite me publicly in front of our friends, then it's going to have to happen.
Anytime.
So, I love an excuse to not cook and maybe just bring a prepackaged dessert. So speaking of not cooking, we shot a story at Bugatti's. Have you ever been there? The Italian place?
Is that the one that's up north?
Well, it used to be. So it used to be right by my house, like Northwest Highway-ish. Mm-hmm. And then it moved more north. And so we did a story about their grand reopening and But
like way, way north. Like it's in one of those
No.
Oh, really? I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking about the wrong thing.
I think a different one.
Is it like an cute, new looking?
Yes.
The owner is lovely, and they bring you to the kitchen and make your own sundae for dessert.
Yes, and they make you feel like the biggest VIP ever.
We went, and they had custom printed menus with my name on it.
Wait, that's not just for me? Oh, now I'm offended.
I guess you did a news story on them too.
Okay, so apparently for their two favorite people, they do a custom printed menu. So he said, come in for your birthday. And I was like, well, let me see when we might be able to get a sitter or if we have a family member in town.
That's far north.
He said, no. Bring the family. I was like, well, we realized one of the family members is one. She's a 1-year-old. So
we don't want to ruin the experience for the rest of your paying customers.
Exactly. He insisted, no, we're a family restaurant, blah, blah, blah. And in a flash of delirium, I was like, yeah, why don't we bring Gemma? And we do take Gemma out to eat all the time, but I think that this restaurant is kind of nice. So anyway, you brought up the child gets to go back behind the scenes and make the ice cream, which again, I thought was only for me, but apparently they just do it for anybody out here. So My kids, Steve's kids, probably your kids too, get to go back and make the sundae. It's a really cute special experience. So I'm back there with Brighton making the sundae, and we kind of divided and conquered, and Gemma had done pretty well. We preloaded her with 10 million different snacks and items and things like that. And I get a call from Heath. Well, he's
In
just sitting
the
at
restaurant?
yeah, so he's at the table with Gemma.
He's in the next room over.
Right. Yeah, like probably within shouting distance. And I'm in there getting video of Brighton doing the ice cream. And he's like, you need to get in here now. And I was like, where are you? He said, I'm in the women's restroom.
What?
I was like, what? He said, he's yelling. He's panicked. I thought he had a medical emergency. I mean, truly, I thought he had a medical emergency. So I go in there and I hear him say, get in here and lock the door. He's yelling, get in here and lock the door. And
why is he in the women's restroom?
I get inside and there is poop everywhere. It's down the front of Heath's shirt. It's down his arm. It's on the door to the stall. It's all over Gemma. She's walking around in it, on it, between it. And I'm like, what happened?
Remember when I used to fantasize about you having a second child? This is what I was talking about.
Well, we are such a great friend. So I'm like, what happened in the 3.5 minutes since we left to make the sundae? And he's just like, it was a blowout like a Great Dane. And I guess he picked her up and there was a man in the man's restroom and there was just poop everywhere. So we went to the women's and I guess couldn't figure out how to lock the door. I just didn't, I don't know. He became incapacitated. He became completely helpless, completely unable.
What did you do?
I mean, we got all the wipes. I mean, we used every single wipe that we had and we cleaned. I mean, we did a full cleaning on the Bugatti restroom. It's spick and span.
Did you tell Z?
Good as new. We did, but like, I don't think he got it. You know what I mean? He's further away from having kids. You kind of delete those memories. And I think he was like, oh yeah, no problem. Well, come back anytime. She did so great. I'm like, she did not do great. And then we go back to the chair.
Defecated all over the walls.
There is like a huge Great Dane size on the chair, like on the high chair. Oh, not a stain, like a chunk.
Oh.
I'm sorry, this is way too much, but I just felt like I needed to tell somebody. And so you guys are the somebody. And it was really traumatic for Heath. And I'm probably going to have to tell him to just not listen to this episode.
And we owe Bugattis a high chair also.
Yeah. We cleaned that thing. We've got wipes on wipes. So there was that.
It begs the question, like taking the kids out to dinner.
It does.
Right? So we actually, that's funny you should bring that up because my dad, who you've met many times, I think that there's a part of him, again, like my parents are older. We waited late in life to have children. And there are kind of some like
don't consider them to be
not at all,
older.
Not
like
at all.
They don't give older vibes just
at all.
for the
not at all.
storyline.
Chronologically, like they're in their 70s, right? And our children are 6 and 8, right? And I think there are some benchmarks, particularly of an Italian grandfather, that like you want to do, like taking your grandsons out for a steak. In my mind, like that's a thing, right? So my dad had asked, somehow Bob's came up and he said, why haven't we ever been there? And I said, well, it's not really the kind of place that you take kids to. He said, we should go. When we're in town, we should go. And I said, okay, let's go. Right. Okay. So I was like, okay. So of course, the first thing I do is check the menu. No kids menu, right? There's not
at Bob's.
And I'm like, is there a burger? Is there something? Is there like a chicken? Because sometimes like they'll have, even like a grilled chicken Caesar, that like an appetizer that we could be like, hey, could we just grab the grill? There's really not at all. Like, which is also A-okay.
I think it may be by design.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. No, it's Bob's, right? I mean, and which is an institution and beautiful. By the way, there are 2 near our house. One within walking distance and one at the Omni. We went to the Omni. I feel like Bob's Lemon Avenue.
You didn't want to run into anybody.
No, not that. But I feel like Bob's Lemon Avenue is like even more of, and it's even more of like a sacred old school kind of place, right? So we went to the Omni, but I was like, okay, what are we gonna do here? Like, because you could, we're going to package some stuff and maybe fill you up with snacks or something to like get you through this dinner. Because I also know, by the way, like we're going to Bob's, and even though our reservation was at 5:45 in the evening,
like that time slot
or the afternoon, I knew we were going to be there for 2.5 hours, probably.
Probably, because you'll get the dessert.
They're going to have wine. We're going to have appetizers. Blah, blah, blah. They have those pickles on the table, which are so good. So we were like, you know what? We sat the boys down. And we said, hey, we are going for fancy dinner. Like, we're going for a fancy dinner, and the challenge is we're going to try one new thing each, and whatever. And they really got into it. Hudson's like, well, I should put on a suit. Yes. I mean, if we are going for fancy dinner, we should put on suits. So they both put on the suits that they just wore to that wedding this past summer. And Jacob had a little pocket square, and Hudson picked out some special. So we were like, okay,
Sweet.
like we're getting dressed up. Like, we went there, and at the end of the day, like, you're 6 and 8. You're seated for a very long time. Like, we were doing some magic tricks at the table and like all this other kind of stuff. Did we find stuff to eat? Yeah. I mean, like, they have really good onion rings that the kids really loved. Totally. And we ordered a mac and cheese.
Well, they like steak, don't they?
No.
What?
I know. Crazy, right?
See, Brighton loves a steak and a steakhouse.
Yeah.
She'll go to Bob's with Frank any day. I mean, truly, like, stop and get her.
They were both
shocked.
No, we ordered the meatballs.
That's a good call.
Hudson loved. Jacob was like, they're kind of spicy. They did the onion rings. The waiter was very gracious and was like,
there's bread.
Like, there's bread. They loved the bread, like the pickle. Jacob ordered, he's like, oh, they have bacon. And I was like, okay, but just understand it's going to be like a thick cut, like, gourmet bacon. He tasted it, didn't love it, but like, you know, whatever. That was his new thing that he tried. The waiter, we ordered mac and cheese, and he's like, hey, there's blue cheese in it. Like, I can leave it out. Like, I don't think your kid's going to eat blue. And I was like, love you for saying so.
Nice.
Like, he was actually really great. There were several things that we ordered, and he was like, you probably want a half order of that. Like, that's a
nice.
lot of food and whatever else. So it was actually lovely. I mean, we kind of made a whole thing of it, because honestly, we've also been kind of working on, like, do your children have trouble sitting at the dinner table at your house?
Have you seen the pictures of Brighton pulling one leg over her head at the dinner table? That's become
at least she's seated.
She's seated. She's great. I mean, because for so many years she was an only child, and I really do think that it is easier, and I've recognized this for a long time. It's easier to have one child, and even if it's just one parent, it's the only one that you have the mental load for. So she's been eating out. She puts the napkin on the lap. She's it's easy. I would say, and she's gone to a couple grown-up teas with my girlfriends and I would say like an hour.
She's a girl.
She's a girl. Hour 45, 2 hours
max.
Is kind of max. Yeah, and we'll always bring. I still do let her bring a coloring book, and so she'll do that. I don't feel like, I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, my mom is always good. She'll always have like a pad of paper. Yeah. Jacob wants to do math. Hudson wants to play hangman.
Brian's never brought up doing math at the table. But it is hard. I mean, Gemma's a disaster, but I don't think that's personal to Gemma. I think that's kind of her age.
She's one.
Yeah.
But like at our dinner table, I'm like, did they make a dining room chair with a seatbelt? Because you both need one. Like, what is it? You can sit your butt on that couch like it's Velcroed and not move for days, but sit at our dining room table and they've both got ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny?
What are you doing?
They're feeding off each other too. That's the thing. I've never had a sibling for her to feed off of. So she's just kind of hanging with us and then like stretching. Cause I think she's thinking, oh, I'm supposed to do this for a certain amount of seconds a day. I'm just going to knock it out like at the dinner table.
Why not? There are some places we go to that are family, like staples. Like, we eat at Penne Pomodoro a lot?
Oh, we've
it's great. The one in Center Plaza. And if you call, you make a reservation, which is nice too.
That's nice. What are your go-to restaurants? Like family,
Penne Pomodoro,
you guys like them.
Lucky's we go to a bit with the kids.
That makes sense. That's a good one.
Honestly, that's go-to restaurants that, like, in terms of like sitting down and eating, I would say those two. Gloria's over by us
Gloria's
as well.
Is great for kids.
They will get into that for sure. I mean, we don't eat out a ton, but yeah, those are like safe places. I actually have been loving to eat out lately because even though you have to clean up after your baby, right? Or you're complete. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Like you have to. No, for sure. In a restaurant, and over-tip.
You must over-tip. You must over-clean. For some reason, it doesn't feel as, I don't know, it just feels more exciting or more just not as much of a chore to clean up at the restaurant from your baby than at your home. Yes. Because you've done it so many times already. You know what we've been loving is Celebration. I think we have been there with them. I can't remember, but that is another good place. Yeah. They're very kid friendly. and they tend to seat families in those little zones kind of near each other. The sides are really delicious, but pretty healthy too. Like they work with local farmers and stuff. Like I feel like it's kind of on the healthier end.
Have you been to Magic Time Machine yet with Brighton?
Oh, was a friend just re-invited us to go because we had taken her when she was little.
Yeah.
But what is it like now? I'm having like this vague memory.
I mean,
I was like a new parent then.
1,000 years old and they haven't dusted since it opened.
Okay, so that's same as I remember.
But like,
they like
also
it?
Like it's a vibe, right? Like, and by the way, like Magic Time Machine, if you're listening, like I joke, but
like the kids love it.
Yeah. I mean, they like you get to sit in a mailbox. I mean, what's not to love? Like the salad bars in the front of a car, I think, or whatever the case, like your drink has a glow stick in it, and honestly, the food, even as an adult, is not nearly as terrible as you would think it is.
Okay. Well, I completely pick up on what you're saying.
Right.
Well, I remember this was before I ate at a bunch of kid kind of places. So when I went the first time with Brighton, I was a little horrified, and now I'm like, hey, I think I need to circle back.
No,
to that.
you do.
You know where is
a little hard to get into if you don't
really?
hit. Well, because they don't take reservations. So like you really got to hit it right.
Is it like Tinkerbell and stuff? That was the only character I could remember from when we went.
I mean, if you're asking me for my critique, I do think we could maybe
refresh the costumes
a little bit. But yeah.
Okay. Have you gone?
And by the way, you go in there and you're like, what was this place
prior to being
right? Because it's giving like funeral home-ish, two-story.
Selling it.
It used to be a public school. I looked it up.
Oh,
it was the Addison Public School, elementary school or something. Yeah, it was an elementary school,
big restaurant.
Well, a long time ago, so small school.
Okay, cute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to add that back to the list.
Yeah. So, do you have like dining out? Like, I feel like we should give some sort of advice to people. Like, what's your
I'm not going to do a computer. We don't do an iPad. We don't do anything like that. I kind of feel like if it needed to be in movie night, then we just have to stay home. We can't go.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I completely get why people do.
Right, with the headphones and the screen at a dinner table.
I get it. I feel like it's probably an emergency scenario.
We've done it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we've done it for sure. Like, in fact, when Jacob was super small and he was watching like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or whatever, we bought one of those like devices that was a giant magnifying screen. So you'd put your phone behind it. Because the biggest problem was like he would touch the screen and then it would and like he was a baby, so we didn't know. So this would like you would touch that instead, and of course nothing would happen when he was reaching out trying to touch it. So we're no stranger to sitting our kid up with other device, but now we're old enough that we sit and eat.
Yeah, we sit and eat, and Brighton gets to kind of order. I do make her order. For sure, she has to order for herself.
Anything that our kids want, they have to ask the server for, eye to eye.
Yes. So we're the same on that. I think, and it's like there's so few, when you look at it, especially once the school year starts, there's actually so few minutes that you get to be together and get to work on things and teach them things and introduce them to things. So I enjoy that. We try something new, or at least something off of our plate, that sort of thing. She can do a no thank you bite,
Oh, what's that?
Just this came from my cousin Mikey. We saw him doing it with his kids, and it's like, you don't have to love the creamed spinach, but you try it or give a couple things like, none of this looks good. Pick one of them to do a no thank you bite. And sometimes the no thank you bite becomes I actually like that. I would like more. But if you take it, you don't like it. You don't say, ew, gross. Oh, it's just like, oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want any more, but try it. And I think that some of the dining experts, the nutrition experts would say you're not supposed to force your kids to try something. But we do. I don't know. Every once in a while, you've got to just say, "Hey, you got to try it, man." We had
when we had Mama Knows Nutrition. What's her name?
Exclusively known as Mama Knows Nutrition.
Who I'm talking
Casey
about.
Barnes.
Casey Barnes. Thank you. Who we just had on my daytime show. And we were talking about that, and she still said, "No, it takes like 20 times of telling your kid try this before you have to introduce something like
you have
so
to
many
waste
times.
so much food." Yeah. In order to get them
I like the no thank you bite because it discloses on the front end that, hey, your option immediately is to say no thank you after you've tasted. No thank you for more.
For more.
Not like no thank you. That's why I was confused. I was like, a no thank you bite.
Yes, it's like you take a bite and then you can immediately say no thank you. I don't want any more. I only wanted that one bite, and that's okay.
I like that.
It kind of like, I feel like takes the pressure off, but just reminds them, hey, we're not doing chicken nuggets for the next 15 years.
Even though it's so easy. How are you with condiments? Again, you have a girl, so I don't know if this is a boy thing. Like
she's not a big condiment person. I live and die by condiments.
what do you got?
Just like everything. I want ketchup. I want mustard. I want salsa. I want hot sauce. I want Greek yogurt to use as sour cream. And then just like all the spices, salt, pepper, whatever else is available. I hate fancy restaurants that don't include the salt and pepper. And I know it's so rude to ask, but Tapatio. I'll put Tapatio on everything.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's the best.
Is it like Cholula?
Oh,
Sriracha?
so much better. Oh,
I don't know what anything. I've never had any of these things that I'm mentioning.
It's closer to Valentina hot sauce.
Again,
oh my gosh, these taste buds.
Greek.
Okay, it's just like the perfect consistency of hot sauce and the perfect amount of spice. It's delicious.
Like, what do you put it on? Eggs?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Our boys are big ketchup people. They love
Brian likes
ketchup.
some ketchup. Heath is such a ketchup and ranch person. He's always like forcing ranch on her or forcing syrup on her. I'm like, if you're giving her eggs, scrambled eggs, and she's eating them, don't then offer syrup like Buddy the Elf. It's like, okay, if she doesn't eat them, sure, then entice with maybe a little sweetness.
But we have success here. She's eating the eggs. Let's not drown them in ketchup and syrup.
But he grew up eating fried honey buns. So what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Do you guys have go-tos for, what about that place that you take up on? Do Fernando's?
Fernando's.
Oh, is it closed?
It is closed. And it is.
What happened?
It's been a real problem for our family because we used to eat there
could
every
walk there.
Yeah, we did every Friday night. So they closed down like without warning. And it's either that the Fernando's family is they're just such ballers. They're like, we don't need to sell it. We don't need to do anything. We're just closing. RIP, goodbye. We never want to see you guys again, or your unlimited bags of chips. Either that or like I don't know,
died.
or like it wasn't doing well. But I can't
imagine
it wasn't doing well. It was doing so well. I can't picture why he wouldn't at least sell it to somebody to make that additional money, except for the fact maybe he didn't want somebody to do it wrong or do it, not do it in their same way. Because I think they had such a classic way of doing things. The service was excellent. It was so family friendly. Everybody felt important there. It was just a special place. So that was our go-to. Now, I don't know. We'll do like takeout from Chipotle. So all the places like around Lovers and Inwood. Like all those there's like, was it Mezzomaya or?
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Yeah, for us, when we make things into a little bit more of a production, I feel like the kids get into the theme of what we're doing.
100.
And like Bob's was a good example. I was nervous about taking them there.
Okay, now that they're into the kind of steakhouse thing.
Let's not say that they're into it. They've experienced it.
Okay, I think they're into it. Try Dunstan's. Have you ever been to Dunstan's? No. It's perfect for kids.
No.
What's the problem?
No. They smoke their meat. It is a big pet peeve of mine. If you have a good steak, don't season it, don't smoke it. Even at Bob's, I was
they're not ordering steak.
No butter, no pepper. Like, do not drown this beautiful cut of meat in clarified butter and pepper. It doesn't need it.
But it's so yummy.
But it's good. Spice was invented to allow people to eat rancid meat. So I don't know why we all think that like all these hot sauces and things are such a good idea. But like Dunstan's,
I don't think it's trying to be anything fancy.
It's not. And do they sell that salad bar?
Yeah.
That I love.
It's great.
By the way, so nice. Hudson at the restaurant, he was like, he turned to the waiter and said, I would like lettuce and meatballs. Okay. And the waiter was like simultaneously or
like one at a time?
One at a time. I said, could he have a wedge salad, but just the wedge of iceberg, like nothing else, just the wedge? He said, yeah, we can do that. Do you want me to cut that up for you or whatever? Oh. So we did find things on the menu that now, do I dare ask Frank if he just bought a $14 wedge of iceberg lettuce?
Maybe just let it go.
Maybe we just let it go.
But that's why I'm saying I feel like Dunstan's is a better place to experiment with those things because it's not as expensive and it's just like the stakes aren't as high.
Boom. The stakes aren't as high. We'll leave it there. Hey, we've got some exciting new episodes coming up, so we do want to invite you to continue listening. Do click like and subscribe. It helps us kind of keep track of what we got going on here. And if you do nothing else today, go find yourself a friend you don't need to clean the house for.